It's in the game.
PGA Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour bring you the best young talent in the world of golf. From Bandon Dunes on the central coast of Oregon, it's live final round coverage of the regular season finale, the Oregon Championship. And this, one of the sterner tests a golfer's going to encounter, 18 holes to decide a championship. The A+ game has to be there to make this work, as we look at the early leaderboard. We've got a tie at the top at 2 under par. Meanwhile, our featured golfer looking to cobble together a solid round here on this fine Sunday. And that's a good way to start this final round. It's in the fairway at the first. Put himself in an excellent position. Keyboards, 88 yards. Really good opportunity here. Second shot. This one's looking good.
It was a good shot coming in here. I know it's a little long, but still inside that 10-foot circle is always good, and even money, really, to make birdie.
Yeah, that's good putt. It's a birdie here at 1. Will certainly help the cause. The second hole, a par 3 measuring 220 yards. In theory, it's a straightforward, the long par 3. 2 bunkers left and short shouldn't be in play, but the hole does play deceivingly uphill, so a solid strike is a must. That was obviously well struck, but it came in a little too hot, and that one's going to run out and leave him a much longer birdie putt than he would have hoped for. We welcome in Iona Stephen. This a putt for birdie.
Well, there is a slope that you need to take into consideration. It's going to break down the slope a little from right to left. Not an easy one.
Will that stop? Yes, that was not easy down the slope, but that's pretty well done. Good putt there. It's in for par here at the second. And he'll remain in red figures at 1 under. We head to the third now, our first par 5 at 563 yards. Bunkers appear to be scattered on either side of the fairway, so accuracy is a must. This green is definitely reachable in 2, but it does run nearly 50 yards from front to back, so if your approach isn't on target, you could be left with a putt of better than 100 feet. Okay, that's going to be safely in the fairway, and that's where you need to play from if you're going to make a final round surge. Well within range from here. A second now to the par 5. Got every bit of that, threw it all the way there and got it to stop. Home in 2 on the par 5. That would have been a good one to convert on. Instead, that'll be left for birdie. 4 feet, all that's left for birdie. Okay, nicely done. That's in for birdie here at 3. He will definitely not say no to that. Next up, we reach the par 4 fourth, measuring out at 443 yards. The bunker left of the fairway complicates things a bit, and it is easy to run a tee shot right through the fairway. But if you do wind up in the short grass, the approach shot is one of the most panoramic in golf. And no issues there. Good tee shot in the short grass. A left to right breeze, something to consider here as he eyes this second shot.
Well, the ball is on the green. That's about all I can say with that. With a short wedge in hand, you'd expect that certainly be much closer than that.
Got to at least try to cozy it in that 3-foot circle. This for birdie. Yeah, not quite a gimme, but that's pretty good. That's in. It is a good par here at number 4. And he'll stay at 2 under. On now to the number 1 handicap hole on the course. That is the 445-yard par 4 fifth. This one plays right along the bluffs of the Pacific. Keeping it straight here is the big key because trouble lurks on either side if your tee shot or your approach are wayward. Okay, that's going to be safely in the fairway, and that's where you need to play from if you're going to make a final round surge. Just under 80 yards to go now as he'll decide how to flight his second. Okay, on the putting surface, but work to do from there. Gonna have to take pretty much a full swing at this one with the putter because this one is into the hill and the hole is cut back. Yep, not bad. Had to put a little extra into that one, but got it there. That's a pretty good effort. That one finished off. It is a par here at 5, and he'll remain right where he is. The second par 3 of this front side, another long one, this 6th hole measuring out at 217 yards. That voice in your head will be telling you don't go left, because if you do, you'll be down the cliff and onto the beach here by 5 Mile Point. Okay, safely aboard. This only about 5 feet for birdie. Okay, nicely played. That's in for birdie here at 6. Will certainly help the cause. We make our turn away from the ocean now and head to the par 4 7. At 411 yards, it offers a nice wide fairway to sort of bomb away into. That will likely leave an uphill approach for the second, the green that is one of the more difficult on the course. That will do just fine. So he'll come at it from the left side of the fairway as he gets set now for his second shot.
It's a bit of a head turner, really. That was a green light situation from that distance, and far from the best shot I've seen today.
Now this for birdie.
And Rich, this is a green I am familiar with, and this putt is slower than most people realise, slightly up that slope. Little bit of movement from right to left.
Yeah, that's a pretty good putt. Just a little bit off the mark. That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7. And he'll stay at -3. The 8th hole here at Bandon takes us back toward the ocean. It's a par 4 at 385 yards, so it's not a long one. If you can successfully navigate or bomb it over those 2 fairway bunkers, you could leave yourself with not much more than 50 yards or so for your approach. Well, that's on a pretty good line so far. Oh my goodness, that is on in 1. Wow, what an incredible shot. So step 1 is successful off the tee, but now work to be done here. A long one for eagle. Look at this putt. That is something special right there. From that far away to gauge that speed, that is so well done. Okay, nicely done. It's a birdie at number 8. And he'll get it now to 4 under par. Just 2 shots off the lead. On now to the finishing hole here on Bandon Dunes' front side, the par 5-9. It's the longest on the course, measuring out at 585 yards. You'll find a handful of pot bunkers in the inopportune spots along the way. But if you can navigate your way around them, you just might wind up with a birdie putt. And that one looked good for a while, but it's going to get gobbled up by that bunker. Getting out more important than distance here as he readies his second.
A little unlucky in that fairway bunker. Really not much you can do. Just get it out. And this is now a long hole.
Good, clean contact and a nice result, and a chance for birdie coming up. That one just going to sneak on by. to tap in there for par at the 9th. That'll mean this is a 32 on the front, 4 under par. The backside begins here with the par 4 10th hole at 380 yards. The big hitters will feel like they can get it down there pretty close. An approach from the right side might be a bit shorter, but you'll get a better angle if you come at it from the left. And that's what we'll need to see on these final 9 holes if they're going to get back into it. That's in the fairway at 10. The big drive got him here. Now a short one for his second.
Just a gorgeous shot. This has been a clinic today.
Well done there. It's a birdie to kick off the back 9. And he will definitely not say no to that. The 11th here at Bandon Dunes at 452 yards of par 4. The putt bunker left of the fairway is the main concern on the tee shot. From there, an uphill second takes you to a green that slopes away and back toward the ocean beyond. That will be more than adequate. It's safely into the fairway. Pin in the back left today as he'll stare down this second to the par 4.
A touch long, a touch left. But still, how good can you putt?
Chance now for another birdie. Good start to this backside. Back to back birdies here at 10 and 11. He will surge into the lead here with 7 holes to play. Onto the par 3 12th hole. This is the number 18 handicap hole, so maybe that gives you a little reason for optimism. But par is not a bad score here as this measures out at 238 yards, the longest of the 4 par 3s. Okay, a little local knowledge there. He gets that ball to work back onto the green. And now a birdie putt coming up. No, didn't get that out there far enough, and it winds up sliding by to the right. That one safely in. It's par here at 12. And the lead will remain 1. The rolling hills of Oregon provide the backdrop to this par 5 13th hole. At 553 yards, it is reachable in 2. Big dunes in the fairway could make the stance awkward for that second shot. But a big green that measures better than 50 yards head to toe does yield a good number of eagle putts. I'll tell you what, that swing absolutely perfect, and a good result as well. That's a well-struck 3-wood there. Doesn't make it home to the green, but puts himself in a good position.
Yeah, avoids the trouble, Rich, and more importantly, in prime position to get this up and down.
Now this for another birdie. Confidently done there. That's in for birdie here at 13. And he's closing in on what would be a 5th victory of the year. On to a tough one now. The par 4 14th listed at 390 yards. Hot bunkers are the worry here. There are 5 of them to contend with all told, and none are easy outs. The green is a narrow one as well, with a good amount of tilt from back to front. Oh no, lost that one dead right. That was close to being good, but it'll hop off the fairway and into the heavy stuff.
And for a short little shot, the heavy rough certainly makes things more difficult because the rough gets between the club face and the ball. But not bad, all things considered.
Another rolled in there. Birdie's now at 13 and 14. And this is a 3-shot lead now with just 4 holes left to play. On now to the final par 3 on the course, the 15th, listed at 206 yards. don't be lulled to sleep by the sound of crashing waves and seagulls. This hole can bite you, especially if you don't avoid that front right bunker, the deepest on the course. And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass.
Lovely pitch shot. Just nipped that ball off the turf. Just flew through the air beautifully. Sat down fairly quick as well. Good shot.
Yeah, good putt. That's in for par here at 15. And the lead's going to stay at 3. This is one of the signature holes here at Bandon Dunes, the par 4 16. Some golfers play for the upper fairway, which gives you a bit of an angle to the green. Others, they stay down low, which is maybe a little safer. A third option is just to try and carry it over everything, but beware the pot bunkers and the gorse if you choose option C.
Really starting to make a hard game look easy. Drive after drive has been superb. And this one, well, as we like to say, is in the mayor's office.
Breeze at his back shoulder as he lines up his second from the fairway. Chance now for another birdie. That a pure roll there. That is down for a birdie here at 16. And it may be all about style points now. It's a 4-shot cushion with 2 holes left to play. Feast or famine here on this par 4 17th at 405 yards. There are no good misses off the tee. Left has pot bunkers and thick gorse. Right with a long bunker and the side of a canyon to contend with. Best to just put one right down the middle, but that's easy for me to say. Showing no signs of a let-up here. This tournament seemingly under control, as that's in the fairway here at 17. Second shot coming up, just 97 yards left to the flagstick.
In golf, you know, you've heard the term mulligan. You'd love that a do-over there, wouldn't you? I mean, that's just, that's very poor from that range.
And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Yeah, that's a good putt. It is in for par here at 17. This will stay a 4-shot advantage with time running out for the rest of the field. On to the home hole to wrap up the round here at Bandon Dunes. And after battling to get here, isn't it nice to have a birdie hole to take you to the clubhouse? That's what we have with this 558-yard par 5. Simply avoid the bunkers off the tee, and you should have a good chance to reach this green in too. And that will make going for this par 5 into much more difficult, as that is into the fairway bunker. Yeah, that's a good shot. Sand takes away any chance of going for the green in two, but this is a nice recovery here to get back on track. Okay, center of the green, a good safe shot. Iona's down there. This for birdie.
Well, for a long putt like this, there's really not a whole lot to it. I think you'll fancy his chances at this one.
Well, this one is looking good. Could it be? That should just about wrap this one up. It's a birdie at 18, and I think go ahead and celebrate, because that lead now is close to insurmountable. Woo, Frank, they were a freight train out here this week, running away with the title. It wasn't even a contest.
No, really, they're all playing for second, and we could see why, too. They just wouldn't put a foot wrong. It was a great performance.
Till next time, for our entire cast and crew, I'm Rich Learn. This has been a presentation of EA Sports PGA Tour. EA Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour bring you the best young talent in the world of golf. From TPC Boston, final round coverage of the Boston Open. 18 holes, that's all we get to try and find a champion. It's a daunting task, but someone's going to shoot the low round of the day and walk off with a title as we look at the early leaderboard. A number of folks in contention, including our leader. And that'll do just fine. A good start to this final round, safely in the fairway at 1. Just 92 yards for his second to this par 4.
Well, it's a decent-sized green. It's not bad, just a little past the hole.
Pretty good read there. Definitely good speed, and that just skips a foot or so by. Okay, that's in for par here at the first, and he'll stay at level par. Par 5 second hole, 540 yards, birdie opportunity, Frank.
Birdie or eagle, but that second shot all the way across water. So you're going to have to hit a good tee shot to go for this par 5 and 2.
Another very nice tee shot. He looks awfully comfortable here with these first couple of drives. A good 200 yards away from a good lie in the fairway. That one had to feel good.
Yeah, struck it so well, you could see that by the reaction of that ball when it hit the green. Landed so softly.
Not much left here for birdie. Yeah, well done. It's a birdie here at the second. Will certainly help the cause. This third hole is distinctly New England, right? With that stone wall. Sort of feels old, even though this golf course was renovated not that long ago. This is all about a well-struck iron shot. This is a proper par 3. you can see the body language trying to get that one to stay, but it'll make its way into that rough left of the green. Nicely done. It is a par here at the third. And he'll remain at 1 under par. Frank, as a commentator, as a fan of the game, 3 words that I love in golf. Drivable, par, 4, here we go.
Yeah, some might say risk reward. Just look at that bunker on the left at the front of the green, because that's a great place to miss if you're not going to drive this green. Either that or just over the back right. But a par 4, that's definitely worth taking the head cover off.
Okay, that's going to be safely in the fairway, and that's where you need to play from if you're going to make a final round surge. Not a lot of divot marks down here. A big drive, and now his second from close range. A dead-on look here for birdie. Yeah, that's a well-played hole. It's a birdie here at 4. And he will definitely not say no to that. Up next, the 466-yard par 4 fifth, where TPC Boston begins to demand more. Players have to be long and accurate off the tee to avoid a menacing bunker on the left side of the fairway, and a 3-tiered green awaits. Just what you want at this point in the round. You're trying to find a rhythm, hit fairways, hit the middle of the club face. That's what they did right there. Down on the course, let's check in with Nota Begay III.
159 yards left to the hole, sitting in the front left hole location.
I'm not quite sure of that strike, whether they got it all, but ball's just come up a little shy. Outside chance for a birdie.
Yeah, there's another one. Back-to-back birdies here at 4 and 5. And he'll move to 3 under here, just 1 shot off the lead. Now we come to the challenging 465-yard par 4 sixth. Long, slight dogleg left through a narrow chute with 2 bunkers guarding the right side of the fairway. Par is definitely a good score here. Okay, that's going to be safely in the fairway, and that's where you need to play from if you're going to make a final round surge. This is where club selection is so important. Second shot into that stiff breeze.
Maybe a little too pumped up there. That just flew past the flag, but still an outside chance for a birdie.
14 feet to the hole. Boy, that's a good stroke. Just a fraction off target, but you can't get the speed any better than that. Safely in for par here at the 6th. And he'll stay right where he is. We're at the 7th hole now. A Boston strong 600-yard par 5.
But it's reachable. There's enough mounding there. If a tee shot catches one of those mounds, it could kick another 20 or 30 yards and certainly make this reachable.
Oh, that was a beautiful golf swing right there. Everything working in harmony and a great result in the fairway.
That 3-wood came out like a bullet. You could just see that first bounce just take that massive kick forward. Never going to stop.
Trying to generate some momentum here at the 7th hole. This for birdie. Yes, runs that one right in. It's a birdie here at the 7th. Will certainly help the cause. Coming off the long par 5 7th, now a par 3, 213 yards. What's the 8th hole all about?
Another hole that picks with the same theme. Really want to fly this nice and high. That narrow part at the front of the green really is to be avoided unless the flag is there.
Okay, you can see what he was trying to do right there. Maneuver that ball left to right. Just overcooked it a little bit. This will test the skill set here. It's his 2nd. Okay, good roll there. It is a par here at the 8th, and he'll remain at 4 under. Frank, I love a hot dog and a soda at the turn. How hard is it to take a giant bite out of this 9th hole? Looks tough.
It is. Everything sort of bends where those two bunkers are, and they're sort of 350 yards to get past that. And there's an annoying little bunker that's about 30 yards short of this green.
And that ball absolutely walloped. That is a big drive there. From the fairway nota, this is second.
He's left himself with 143 yards to the hole. Swinging it great today. Would not surprise me if he stuck it close.
A little further right, a little further up. That would have been close.
He has a 12-footer here. Great putt that is. It's a birdie here at the 9th, and that will be a 31 on the front side, 5 under par. Par 4 10th at 425 yards isn't overly long, but it's a strategic hole and it demands accuracy, maybe a fairway wood off the tee, and there's that 2-tiered bunker you have to deal with on the right side of the green. You need to keep it away from that. He just keeps motoring right along. Another good tee shot right there. Kane cut back left here today as he stares down his second to the par 4.
That's a bit of a head turner, really. That was a green light situation from that distance, and far from the best shot I've seen today.
Nope. So that's in for par to start this backside. And he'll stay at 5 under. Frank, given all of the trouble that you can get into here at this par 3 11, you'd have to say that the player's going to be happy walking off with 3.
Yeah, it's one of the biggest greens on the golf course, Rich, and too often people try and go a little flag hunting. If the flag's on the right side, you don't want to pay the price by finishing up in the bunker.
Okay, fortunate there. That ball hops onto the green, and he'll be left with that for his birdie. Now this for another birdie.
Well, I've really been impressed with how he's handled the speed on the greens, but this one is going to be a tester down the hill.
No, kind of underread that one, and it winds up missing below the hole. Okay, well done. It is a par here at 11, and he'll remain right where he is. Moving on now to the 12th, and Frank, describe this hole for us.
Sneaky good par 4. It's long enough, so that 450, 460 mark, bends a little to the left. Really, you want to be in the middle of fairway here, because that second shot with the green just tilting towards the hazard. One of the toughest second shots you have on the golf course.
No issues here. That is into the fairway. Just 6 feet left for the birdie. Okay, that'll help the cause. It's a birdie here at number 12. He has taken the lead here with 6 holes to play. This is a really good hole, the 13th. It's 447 yards. You have to be pinpoint straight off the tee here. Carry that rocky ledge in the fairway, and you will have a chance to access the hole location and maybe get out of here with a birdie. That would be some score. Oh, that is squeezing every inch of distance out of the golf swing. That was as powerful as you're going to see. Noticeable breeze coming right to left as he eyes his second.
Really nothing wrong with that approach shot. Just a little shy of where you'd like to finish up, but still, one good putt, maybe a birdie.
Chance now for another birdie. Got it there, but not quite on target. Okay, safely in for par here at 13. And that's going to preserve this tenuous one-shot lead. Frankie, the 14th down. Anytime you get a par 4 that is almost 500 yards, it gets your attention.
It does play downhill, though, so you don't have to smash away here. It's better if you can get something moving a little right to left. Then it will take the natural slope. You get a little more yardage out of it that way.
No problems there. That's going to wind up safely in the fairway. Gotta think this an extra half club or more as he sets for his second into the wind.
Just think about it. You've got to cover nearly 2 football fields of distance and get it inside 5 feet. You wouldn't think that's possible.
That's how you play this 14th hole. That's in for birdie. And stop the presses if you've heard this before. He's well on his way to yet another victory on the year. Moving now to the 421-yard par 4 15th, where strategic thought off the tee is important. Drives down the left side are best, but beware of the 4 fairway bunkers waiting there. This one's starting a little bit right. Perfect spot to play this second, middle of the fairway.
A little further up, a little further up. That would have been close.
Now this for another birdie. Now a putt on point late here in the round. Birdies at 14 and 15. This is now a 3-shot lead with 3 to go.
Here we are at the 16th now, looking at just over 160 yards. You can sense the fear, can't you?
Finishing stretch here at TPC Boston. It's exciting. This is just a 161-yard par 3 hole, the 16th. It's not very long, but if you miss just a bit, you can end up in that water front and left. Good chance at one. Okay, that one's dancing. So this has been an absolute clinic, and that nearly the capper with a hole-in-one, but instead it is just a tap-in birdie. Up next, the 412-yard 17th, short, distinctive par 4 with options off the tee. Safely down the right side of the fairway leaves you a longer approach, while carrying the drive over the ridge will give you a short iron or wedge into the green. Showing no signs of a let-up here. This tournament seemingly under control, as that's in the fairway here at 17. From the fairway, 98 yards remaining for his second.
PGA Tour, Korn Ferry Tour, I don't care. That is a great shot.
From 4 feet for birdie. Oh, finishing strong. That's in for birdie here at 17. And the rest of the field squarely in the rear view mirror now. This is up to a 5-shot lead. Well, we've seen through the years so much can happen here at this finishing hole. Doesn't look long, and it's not at 530 yards. It's just that a lot can happen here. You can certainly make an eagle and turn it all around, or if it gets away from you, make one mistake, you can walk out of here with a bogey or worse. Yeah, why not? Another great tee shot, and maybe a chance now to go after what would be a 5th consecutive birdie. Well, that one didn't work out. Didn't look bad in the air. It hit the green, but didn't sit.
Yeah, it was never going to stop.
Chance now for another birdie.
Tough to see any break in this, maybe slightly to the right. Putting back up the hill, so gotta keep up the speed.
Oh, that is a beauty in for birdie here at the last. And that won't quite get them into the 50s, but that's quibbling. This is a round of 60. Well, Frank, you know, in tournament golf, there are marathons, and then there's this. This was a sprint, 18 holes, and our featured player, it ran like Usain Bolt.
Oh, that was just so fast out of the gate, so we knew it was going to take a low one today. But as you said, it is an absolute sprint today.
So, for Frank Nobilo, go to Big A the third. EA Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour bring you the best young talent in the world of golf. From the Quail Hollow Club in Charlotte, it's live final round coverage of the Charlotte Championship. Well, this is the essence of golf distilled. 18 holes to decide our winner. Every decision is impactful. Every misstep a potential tournament record as we look at the current leaderboard. We've got a tie at the top. Meanwhile, our featured golfer looking to cobble together a solid round here on this fine Sunday. I'll tell you what, that swing absolutely perfect and a good result as well. He'll be factoring in this breeze in his face as he sets for a second. How good are these players? Lands it on the putting surface from a million miles away and still manages to hold the green. Good a read is that? It is a birdie at the opening hole. And he will definitely not say no to that. Now to the second hole, the par 4. And Frank, what's in store for the players?
Opposite shaped hole to the opening hole. This one doglegs to the left, and those enormous oak trees have really become a problem with the tee shots. No use trying to go over them or around them. Just follow the fairway and play your second shot back uphill.
And that's going to miss the fairway. So after the birdie at 1, he'll need to play his second at 2 from the rough.
It shouldn't be too bad where he is. He should have a decent look at the green.
Birdie putt coming up, and we go to Iona Stephen.
And this is the sort of putt that's got to be hit with the perfect amount of pace. It's uphill all the way, and it's got a little bit of movement in it as well.
Good putt there. It's in for par here at the second. And he'll remain in red figures at 1 under. Well, from the tee, you can see plainly what you need to do, or in this case, not do. You don't want to hit it in that fairway bunker in the landing zone here at this 483-yard hole. It is the par 4 third. Okay, that's going to be safely in the fairway, and that's where you need to play from if you're going to make a final round surge. Frank, what's the best way to get at this hole location on the approach at the third?
Second shot plays a little bit uphill, plus that general slope from left to right.
You could see he was trying to spin that thing close. Nice job finding the putting surface. Still got a little work to do for his birdie. Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. Will certainly help the cause. Interesting for the 2017 PGA Championship. this fourth hole was brand new. How'd they do, Frank?
Not bad, to be honest. Rich, Tom Fazio came in, did all this marvellous work, found a little area over here where the players start to sort of turn around and play the very, very next hole. And this par 3 just sort of sits out there in front of you with not much around it. But it is quite deceptive. Those 3 bunkers in front, you have to be respectful of wind and carry.
Solid shot, and sometimes solid throughout the round will win the day. A straightforward look here for birdie. Oh, good run going here early. This is birdies at 3 and 4, and he will definitely not say no to that. Here's another really good par 4, 449-yard fifth, and what's crucial here is to split those 2 bunkers guarding the landing area right at the dogleg to the right. If you're able to do that, good chance to make a birdie. Driving's been sensational all week, and here's another one that's going to set up nicely in the fairway. Second shot coming up. Let's check in for the first time with Notavigay III.
143 yards left to the hole. Have to calculate the wind coming from right to left.
I'm not quite sure that strike, whether they got it all, but ball's just come up a little shy. Outside chance for a birdie.
Not quite on line, and that'll drift a couple feet by. Finished off. It is apart here at 5, and the lead will remain 1. Strap in, folks, because we have arrived at a par 3 that is all you can handle. 249 yards, 6th, better than 230 yards to the front of the green with bunkers front and back. Good luck. Okay, that's not one he'll remember, but he still has a decent chance to get out of here with a par. A lot of big greens here at Quail Hollow. This a long one for birdie. Yeah, that's a nice putt. Getting it there up the hill was half the battle. This got there just a little wide of the mark. Okay, safely in for his par. And he'll stay at -3. All right, so coming off that tough 249-yard par 3 6th, get a chance to maybe get one back at the reachable 7th. It's a par 5 at 546 yards. That's the kind of swing you want to break down and study. Perfect tempo on the backswing, club head pointing to the target, and then just an explosion through impact. Very well done. Oh, this doesn't look promising. Oh, that is where the creek starts to open up a bit, and that is into the water here at 7. So with a penalty stroke added in, now lying 3, readying for shot number 4. Yep, well done. That's in for par here at 7. And he'll stay right where he is. Short par 4-8. Frank, as a commentator, as a fan, I love seeing guys go for it on a short par 4. Try to get to the green. Is it a good idea?
We're going to find out very, very quickly, but I love the moxie, though. I mean, the fact that people want to try and do this, that's what this game's all about. Give it a go. Laying up gets you nothing.
Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a fine tee shot right there. So not a whole lot left to go here as he'll set up his second for this par 4. I was asking for it to go, and it listened. That is a really good shot. Okay, right on line. That's a birdie here at the 8th. Will certainly help the cause. From a drivable par 4 to a long par 4. We finished the outward 9 with a 505-yard 9th. Avoid the fairway bunker on the right. You'll have a good look at a green flanked by 2 bunkers. It all looks so simple when you're going good, doesn't it? And that is yet another solid drive. Frank, break down this approach shot here at the long par 4 9th.
Well, it's a lengthy one. A nice high, soft landing shot would work, but don't be too concerned if you're a little left or right of target, because the mounding on the green should help in your favor. I always looked inside that 15-feet circle. Anything inside that was going to be a good shot. So in my book, that's a good shot.
This one moving left here for birdie. Yep, that's nicely done. It's a birdie here at the 9th. And that is going to go in the books as a 30 on the front side, 5 under par. We start the inward half with the longest hole at Quail Hollow, 592-yard par 5. Fairly straight. Avoid that fairway bunker on the left and let it rip. going to hit hard. Get a little bit of run out, and that is going to wind up just fine. So in the fairway, but a pretty good number to carry here for a second to the par 5. That's what he wanted to do. After the tee shot, puts himself in really good position here on the par 5. Okay, not a bad lead. That's a good shot. Now this for another birdie. Oh, how about the run here? Back a third consecutive birdie. And the lead is up to 4 now here on these final 9 holes. The 11th hole was lengthened in recent years, making this a pretty challenging par 4. What do you think, Frank?
It is, Rich. The 2 bunkers down the left side are almost all the distances that you would think of if you lay up or you go for it with a driver. So you have to respect that and just go a little right. It's a lovely tee shot, the way in which it flows in amongst the trees, though, on either side. And a deceptively quick green from back to front.
Everything flowing really well right now. Coming off 3 birdies in a row. Here's another solid tee shot as well. Frank, straight uphill with this approach shot, what do you have to factor in terms of club selection and setup over the ball?
Well, you're going to have to take at least an extra club to make up for that added elevation. And also, it's tougher to get onto that front foot.
That's got to be disappointing. Good line in the fairway, and the approach winds up in the bunker. Gonna have to try and give this a good thump to fly it to the hole. Yeah, that's a really good shot. Had a nice upslope to work within the bunker. Always makes it an easier shot, able to take advantage of it. So that brushed into a par here at 11. And this will stay a 4-shot advantage with time running out for the rest of the field. This is another really pretty hole, and there's so many here at Quail Hollow. It's just so lush. Not a ton of trouble here on this par 4. You knock it in the fairway off the tee. Again, it's green light situation. Yeah, all about hitting the fairway here, and that is right where you want to be. Now Noda, his second from the fairway.
152 to the hole. Would not surprise me a bit if he were to stick this one close.
And that ball looked good in the air. You'd like it to be a little closer, but still, inside 40 feet, just going to have to be careful with the lag putting.
like that's what you want to do. Good lag putt.
Yeah, they can't all go in.
That one safely in, and it's a par here at 12. And he'll remain 4 clear of the field. Par 3, 13th hole, 208 yards, and this begins a series of holes that will test even our best players.
And the fast green on top of it, you know, Quail Hollow, Rich, as we know, is some of the quickest greens on the PGA Tour. Anything above the hole on this green is going to be very, very fast. Also, the right side of this green, if you look carefully, if you try and hit your iron shot of the right side, it has a tendency to kick further right, and more than often, it actually rolls off the green.
Oh, he gets that one to stop perfectly. That is very well judged. We haven't seen many closer than this all day. It's for birdie. Confidently done there. That's in for birdie here at 13. And the lead swells to 4 with 5 holes to play. Here's another chance to be a hero. It's a par 4, and it's just under 350 yards. Give it some thought. You're feeling limber, and you're launching them a long ways. How about this par 4? And that, not what you're hoping for, especially after the birdie a minute ago, as this is into the bunker. The tee shot collected here, now a short one for his second. Yeah, big explosion, got it to stop quickly, and that will be a birdie opportunity coming up. In there, birdie's now at 13 and 14, and he will definitely not say no to that. We now come to the final par 5 of the day, the picturesque 577-yard 15th dogleg left with a second shot over water. This hole is not for the faint of heart. Hey, the rhythm is definitely there today. Another wonderful tee shot. Okay, I'll be pretty happy with that one on the green and 2, but a long ways. Frank, he'll need to refocus immediately because that's not a guaranteed 2 putts from that distance.
Exactly, Rich. No time to celebrate right now. Grind on that first putt. Get it inside that magic circle. At least try and guarantee a birdie.
Chance now for another birdie. Not never in doubt. It's a birdie here at 15. Will certainly help the cause. Now to the 16th hole. It is a better than 500-yard par 4, and it begins what they call the green mile. It is as tough a finishing stretch as you will find anywhere in golf.
And it's also beautiful to the eye when you stand on that 16th tee. It does play downhill nearly 10 yards. So that bunker on the right side is 320. Take away the 10, so it's about 310 to carry. If you can take that line, you will choose so much off this hole. And then the second shot also is a little down breeze, and it has like an infinity edge. You can't see the back of the screen. What a great way to start the green mile.
Everything flowing really well right now. Coming off 3 birdies in a row. Here's another solid tee shot as well.
Just think about it. You've got to cover nearly 2 football fields of distance and get it inside 5 feet. You wouldn't think that's possible.
Oh, everything going right now. That a 4th consecutive birdie. And the lead is up to a full 6 shots on the rest of the field. As if 16 wasn't hard enough, now you take a look at this 190-yard par 3 17th, almost entirely over water to that green. Take a deep breath, refocus, and hit a shot. No problems there. That's par here at 17. And the lead will remain 6 here in the late going. Here we go, the par 4 18th, the final 494 yards of this green mile. And it is no walk in the park, is it, Frank?
No, and the decision you have to make on the tee as well, Rich. You can see the stream all the way down the left side, plus the bunker on the right. So the decision is, do I hit 3-wood or something just short of the bunker, around 290 yards? Or do I have a club that can go 320 to the narrowest part of the fairway? So, fairway, longer shot, risk, shorter shot, your decision.
Final approach shot of the day. We're at 18. Frank, what's the key?
A nice high shot that just holds from that left side would be perfect. But it's so hard to get the ball all the way back because this second shot is played slightly uphill. Nearly 3/4 of a club. Well, it's a decent-sized green. It's not bad, just a little past the hole.
Now this for another birdie. Yeah, it's a birdie at the last. And this is going to wind up being a scintillating round of 60. Our featured golfer outstanding this week with a dominating performance, Frank, to win it going away.
That's right, Rich, and when I sort of look at that final round in retrospect, there were so many times where they could have made the right decision and let the field come back to them, but they just kept in front, and always kept that little buffer. So to win by 3, 4 shots, I mean, that is a great victory.
So for Frank Nobilo, notably gave the third, and on Stephen, and a cast of hundreds. I'm Rich Lerner. You've been watching PGA Tour Golf on EA Sports. So long, everyone. EA Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour bring you the best young talent in the world of golf. From the Monterey Peninsula and Pebble Beach, the big one, live final round coverage of the Korn Ferry Tour Championship. And this, one of the sterner tests a golfer is going to encounter, 18 holes to decide a championship. The A+ game has to be there to make this work as we look at the early leaderboard. We've got a tie at the very top at 4 under to this point. Meanwhile, our featured golfer looking to cobble together a solid round here on this fine Sunday. And that's a good way to start this final round. It's in the fairway at the first. Second shot coming up, and we say hello to Iona Stephen.
121 yards is the number we're looking at. And that wind is herring from left to right, so you need to factor that in as you start this ball.
And that ball looked very good in the air. Just doesn't quite finish up that near to the flag, but still on the green.
how's that to get around started from long distance? It's in for a birdie. He will definitely not say no to that. Frank, interestingly, this hole number 2 plays as a par 4 for the U.S. Open. It is a par 5. It's absolutely gettable, and players must take advantage.
Certainly, Rich. Off that back tee, really you've got to grab a driver. I know there's bunkers left and right, but the decision is whether that tee shot finishes in the fairway.
Oh, that was a beautiful golf swing right there. Everything working in harmony and a great result in the fairway. Well within range from here. A second now to the par 5. Got every bit of that, threw it all the way there and got it to stop. Home in 2 on the par 5. Knocked this one in, and that will have been a perfectly played hole with 2 superb shots to this point. Oh yeah, it is a dream beginning to the round. A birdie at 1, now an eagle here at the second. How about 3 under through 2 holes? Just getting started. This is a pretty hole, the third, 397 yards, just a gentle dog leg to the left. And you do have the option, if you're longer, maybe you just take it up over those trees and cut the dog leg, leaving yourself very short shot in. Or you can play it out to the right, have a little bit more in, but still certainly with a good chance at birdie. Okay, that's going to be safely in the fairway, and that's where you need to play from if you're going to make a final round surge. So, Iona, this his second from the fairway.
Well, he's left himself 121 yards to the hole and the pin on the left portion of the green.
There's a good strike in there, just a little left of the hole, but inside 10 feet. It's about 50-50 chance on the PGA Tour of making a birdie.
Okay, nicely done. That's in for birdie here at 3. And he's going to move to 4 under par. Just 1 shot off the top spot. Frank, this is where it becomes really obvious where you are. You're at Pebble Beach. There's the Pacific Ocean. And this begins that magnificent 7-hole stretch right along the ocean. Fun hole, not long, 331 yards up the hill. We're at the 4th.
Yeah, and each one of those 7 holes that you referred to, Rich, there's a common theme, which is don't look right. Because that's pretty much the ocean the whole way around. And this one here, that decision has to be made. 330 to the front of the green. If there's a hint of a breeze, you could try and drive it. Otherwise, really, you've got to worry about that pot bunker. That's between 230 and 250 yards. But as I first said, do not go right.
Solid, good drive in the fairway. So a big drive, and not much needed to carry here for his second.
That's the modern game. Huge tee shot, little shot, get in close, and a potential birdie.
to that, it is a birdie here at 4. Will certainly help the cause. Here we are at the first par 3 at Pebble Beach. It's the 189-yard fifth. This was redesigned late last century by the great Jack Nicklaus, who has so much rich history here at Pebble Beach. That one needed to put on the brakes, but could not, and this will wind up over the green. Now a second to this par 3. Well, those are the shots that turn what you'd like to be a leisurely stroll out on the golf course into a day of hard work.
Yeah, what could have been a tap-in is now going to be a grind.
Oh, that'll bring a wry smile. A very good putt there to save his par. And he'll stay at 5 under.
It's a tremendous par 5 here, the 6th hole. Frank, you can plainly see Stillwater Cove on the right.
Where do you want to put this tee shot?
When you look at that tee that you're on for a start, Rich, you're 20 yards above, so whatever you hit's going to go at least 20 yards further. So I look at that first bunker, 270, really only playing 250 yards, and then the fairway sloping towards the right. So even a 3-wood for some of the longer players, just something that hits around there, could even be a long iron, it's going to scoot forward. If you get 270 yards out of your tee shot, I mean, you can still reach this par 5 and 2.
Now, after the big drive, this a good distance here for a second to the par 5. Good shot that is, homing 2 on the par 5. Remember, made eagle earlier in the round, Frank. That may be a chance for a second.
I know we can't call it a double eagle, but talk about aggression in these par 5s. Way to stand up there and just hit the shot.
Oh, yeah, what a putt there. A second eagle of the round, no less. He has been on his game so far. Moving on to the 106-yard par 3-7. One of the most beautiful holes in the world. Craggy rocks, blue skies, and the beckoning Pacific beyond. Absolutely breathtaking. And he maybe didn't want to risk going over, so this ball well short of the hole, and a long look coming up for birdie. Chance now for another birdie. And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Didn't trust the read there, and that's going to cost him. That one in. It is a bogey here at the 7th. He's got to fall to 6 under par.
Frank, as you know, of all the sports played on land, golf's the one with the best views. This is as good as it gets, but you need to focus now on what's ahead of you. This 8th hole is a real challenge, isn't it?
It certainly is. The temptation is to pull the camera out, but really it's about what club you're going to pull off this tee. There's 2 runouts on the right side, about 250 yards, left side about 270, and really that white rock is a great indicator of the line.
All right, in the fairway. Walking the course today, let's bring in Nota Begay III.
Beautiful tee shot, great position looking at this green, and there are no easy options here. You got bunkers up the left, bunkers on the right. You have balls that are going to find their way into the penalty area. Requires precision execution.
Wow, some good action on that approach, and a birdie putt awaits. Absolutely perfect there, down the slope. It's in for a birdie. And he will definitely not say no to that. The thing about Pebble Beach is it's easy to lose focus, stare off the horizon, the Pacific Ocean, and all that beauty that surrounds you. But then you remember, I'm playing the 9th hole here. This is one of the hardest par 4s in the world. Pay attention. Oh, yeah, that is a beauty. Is that going to get the slope? Yes, it will. Check this out. Woo, that's going to keep right on going. From the fairway, let's go to Nota.
Well, when you find your ball in the fairway at the 9th, you hit a great tee shot, one of the most difficult fairways to hit on the entire golf course, but now it opens up the opportunity to hit a great second.
Awkward little bunker shot. Just splash it out, let the ball run towards the flag.
Line may have been a little more sunken in than we had thought, but all in all, not a bad shot out of the bunker. Nah, got it out there too far. It was trying to come back, but couldn't get there. Okay, a shake of the head as that one is finished off. And that lead gonna drop to a single shot.
Now beginning the inward half here at Pebble Beach, and it is some start to this backside, Frank. A big, bold par 4, once again running the entire length of the Pacific Ocean along the right.
Yeah, visually it's stunning, no doubt about that, with the world's largest hazard there.
Maybe some frustrations taken out there after that last hole. That was a big swing, and it is going to be a big result. Now, from just under 100 yards, he'll stare down his second.
It might have been perhaps a little conservative, but right in the heart of the green.
Now this for another birdie. Oh, yes, plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And stop the presses if you've heard this before. He's well on his way to yet another victory on the year. We head now to the 370-yard par 4 11th, where ideally you'd like to favor the left side of the fairway to open up the approach into one of the smallest greens at Pebble Beach. That is so well done, just generating so much torque through the swing, high launch angle. That was just about perfect.
In golf, you know, you've heard the term mulligan. You'd love that, a do-over there, wouldn't you? I mean, that's just, that's very poor from that range.
Substantial movement on this putt right to left, and it's from distance, so this one not just about speed, but line as well. Oh. Safely in. It's a bogey here at number 11. And the lead for Carius now. It is down to a single shot.
First par 3 now on the backside. Frank, this is sort of the forgotten hole, the 12th, 202 yards.
It is. It's in the corner of the golf course. If you look at the right side of the screen, it's very narrow, but that's actually the entry or the gateway. And the reason why I say that is that's the full width of the putting surface. If you're going to take the bunker on, you've got to carry the ball another 8 or 9 yards. But one thing in your favor is this hole plays 10 yards downhill.
Yeah, that one came in a little hot. It's safely on, but it'll be a long look coming up. Chance now for another birdie. Yeah, a little short, but that's pretty good effort there. He'll finish that one off with no problem. It's in for par, and that's going to preserve this tenuous one-shot lead. The 13th here at Pebble Beach is sort of a forgotten hole. It's only 401 yards of par 4, but I promise you'll remember it if you make a birdie here, and you'll have a good chance if you put it in the correct position off the tee. He just keeps motoring right along. Another good tee shot right there. Couldn't ask for anything better. Split the fairway, and now I'll have a go at this second shot.
And more evidence why the Korn Ferry Tour is such a great breeding ground. The iron play like that is good enough for any PGA Tour event.
Let's see if he can knock this in. It's for birdie. Just like that, it's a birdie here at 13. And it's a 2-shot lead now with just 5 holes left to play. We arrive now at the 582-yard par 5 14th. It is one of the hardest holes on the PGA Tour, year in, year out. This is a bear. This up the right side off the tee.
While there's good bounces, there's bad bounces. That was a good one.
Well, just a good solid shot right there with that 3-wood, Frank.
It's an aggressive layup, really trying to force that 3-wood down and get it as close as possible to the green. That's 2 good shots if you can't reach the par 5.
Now this for another birdie. Oh, goodness, that is too bad. That would have been a good birdie, but not to be. No issues there. It is a par here at 14. And the lead's going to stay at 3.
Here at the 15th, a good drive, Frank, would be right down the middle. A bad drive would be on a 17-mile drive. As scenic as it is, it's not where you want to be, is it? It's out of bounds.
Well, you can't afford to go right. You can't afford to pay for that real estate on the right either. So, yeah, anything down there. Unfortunately, it's a downhill tee shot. I know there's sort of 4 bunkers really down the left side. But really, it's the pop bunker that has to be avoided. Once again, another great tee shot. I'm starting to wonder, how low can you go? And the driving has been simply superb.
Okay, a solid par here at the 15th. And he's going to hold on to that 3-shot lead. We now begin one of the most beautiful stretches of finishing holes in all of golf, the March to the Sea at Pebble Beach, starting with a 400-yard par 4 16th. Key here, carry the island bunker.
Well, that one's finished in the first cut. It's going to be a little bit harder to spin it from there with a little bit of grass around the ball, but still not too bad.
Will leave some work, but it'll end up okay. Chance now for another birdie. Ooh, good speed there. That'll leave just a couple of feet. Okay, that'll be a par here at 16. And the lead will remain 2 with 2 to play.
Well, here we are, 17th hole, and this is where you can make your mark on the sport. Frank, so much history at this par 3.
It's just a great hole too, Rich. You know, that hourglass-shaped green on the angle. But you're right when you talk about history. You go back to 1972, and this hole played into the breeze. It was a one-iron for Jack Nicklaus. Said one of the greatest shots he ever hit. Actually hit the flagstick, nearly went in. And of course, one of my favorites is 1982. Tom Watson had missed this green to the left, and the late Bruce Edwards was his caddy. And they were looking for options because they're in such a perilous situation with the US Open on the line. And Watson said, well, what about if I just hole it? And if you look really closely at the footage, as Watson starts to run across the green, he's pointing his finger back at Bruce and saying, I told you so. And then just a few years ago, too, Gary Woodland, he had a chip it on this green, mate, too.
Well, you're not just playing the 18th hole at Pebble Beach, are you? You're taking a moment to soak it all in. Stand on that tee box, look out at the Pacific Ocean, think about what's happened here, who's played this hole, who's made history here, and then you let it rip. Yes, step one out of the way. It is in the fairway at 18. One more good approach shot could just about seal it. It is one thing to stack pars on a sport like, but Eagles, this is an incredible performance.
Well, I'm used to birdie feast, but eagle feast? I didn't think you could do that.
That one just going to sneak on by. Well played. It's a birdie at 18, and that will close out a 9-under round of 63. Incredibly well done. Frank, you understand it. You've called golf along the shores of the Monterey Peninsula for a long time. It's one thing to win a tournament. It is another to do it right here at one of the really special places in the game.
Some say it's America's St. Andrews, but Pebble Beach, yeah, the list of champions too here is great. But, you know, the scenery, it just matches that list of champions. What a great one.